Drug lords of Europe, the most powerful cartels operating today. Europe's drug trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and behind it all are the ruthless drug lords and cartels that control the market. Unlike in Latin America, where cartels like the Sinaloa cartel or the PCC dominate, Europe's drug scene is controlled by a mix of mafia groups, criminal networks, and rising drug empires. From the Albanian mafia, known for their brutal efficiency, to the 'Ndrangheta in Italy, who move billions in cocaine, these organizations operate in the shadows, using violence, corruption, and sophisticated smuggling methods to keep the drugs flowing. But who are these drug lords? Which cartels are the most dangerous in Europe today? And how do they continue to outsmart the police and law enforcement agencies? In this video, we're diving deep into the most powerful drug cartels operating in Europe today, their leaders, their crimes, and the massive influence they have on the continent's drug market. Make sure to watch until the end, because we're exposing how some of these cartels are infiltrating governments, police forces, and even businesses. And if you love crime stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Let's begin. 1. The 'Ndrangheta, Europe's richest drug empire. When people think of the Italian mafia, they often think of the Sicilian Cosa Nostra or the Neapolitan Camorra, but today, the most powerful Italian criminal organization is the 'Ndrangheta from Calabria. This secretive and family-run mafia group is responsible for controlling around 80% of Europe's cocaine trade. They have direct connections with South American cartels and use a sophisticated network of front companies, corrupt politicians, and bribe court officials to traffic drugs into Europe. How do they operate? The 'Ndrangheta imports cocaine directly from Colombia, Peru, and Bolivia, avoiding middlemen and keeping profits high. Their stronghold is the port of Gioia Tauro in southern Italy, a major cocaine entry point into Europe. They launder billions through luxury hotels, restaurants, and even the financial sector. Why are they dangerous? Unlike other mafias, the 'Ndrangheta operates in small family units, making it nearly impossible to infiltrate. They have a history of extreme violence, assassinating judges, politicians, and rivals. Despite mass arrests, they continue to expand across Germany, Canada, and Australia. This cartel isn't just surviving, they are thriving and richer than ever. 2. The Albanian Mafia, Europe's most efficient drug traffickers. The Albanian Mafia has become one of the fastest-growing drug organizations in Europe, especially in the UK, Germany, and Italy. These groups are notoriously violent and highly disciplined, making them a serious threat to law enforcement. Why are they so powerful? Direct connections to South American cartels allow them to import pure cocaine at low prices. They operate with military-style discipline, following strict loyalty codes. They control the drug trade in major European cities, especially in London, Brussels, and Milan. The Albanian Mafia is feared because they are extremely violent, often eliminating rivals with public assassinations and executions. They also have strong political ties, especially in the Balkans, making them very difficult to bring down. 3. The Moroccan drug lords, controlling Europe's hashish market. Morocco is the world's largest producer of hashish, and Moroccan drug lords are some of the most powerful players in Europe's drug trade. These criminal organizations smuggle massive amounts of hashish into Spain, France, and the Netherlands, where it is distributed across Europe. How do they operate? Speedboats and fishing vessels are used to transport drugs across the Mediterranean. Hashish is hidden inside trucks, fruits, and even inside car tires. They have alliances with the Albanian and Dutch crime syndicates, making their network extremely profitable. In cities like Amsterdam, Marseille, and Brussels, Moroccan drug gangs control the street-level drug trade, leading to brutal gang wars. One of the most infamous organizations is the Macro Mafia, a deadly Moroccan-Dutch criminal group responsible for murders, kidnappings, and massive drug shipments. 4. The Turkish Mafia, the heroin kings of Europe. While cocaine is the dominant drug in Western Europe, heroin remains a huge business, and the Turkish Mafia is the biggest heroin supplier in Europe. For decades, Turkish criminal groups have controlled the heroin pipeline from Afghanistan to Europe, smuggling it through the Balkans and into the EU. Why are they so powerful? They have deep connections with corrupt politicians in Turkey and Eastern Europe. They work with Albanian and Serbian gangs to smuggle heroin. Their trafficking routes are so well established that even after mass arrests, the supply chain continues. Turkish crime bosses are known for their brutality, often executing rivals in broad daylight. Despite law enforcement efforts, the heroin trade continues to flourish, fueling addiction and crime across Europe. 5. The Colombian Connection, South American cartels expanding into Europe. 200 words. While European cartels dominate distribution, South American cartels still control the supply. Colombian groups like the Gulf Clan and dissident FARC rebels are working directly with European mafias to smuggle cocaine into the EU. What's changing? Instead of just shipping drugs to Europe, South American cartels are setting up operations in places like Spain and the Netherlands. They are working directly with European cartels, eliminating middlemen and maximizing profits. Some Colombian and Brazilian gangs are even hiring hitmen and enforcers in Europe to protect their shipments. This new alliance between European and Latin American cartels is making the drug trade more dangerous than ever. 6. The future of Europe's drug trade. With so many powerful criminal organizations competing for control, the future of Europe's drug trade is uncertain. Authorities are seizing record amounts of cocaine and heroin, but criminal networks keep adapting, using new smuggling routes, bribing more officials, and even using advanced technology like drones. What could happen next? More violence, as rival gangs fight for dominance. Increased corruption, as criminals infiltrate governments, police, and businesses. More innovation in smuggling, with new tactics that make it harder for authorities to catch them. Despite efforts to stop them, drug cartels in Europe are only getting stronger. 7. Conclusion: can these cartels be stopped? Europe's drug problem is not just about crime, it's about money, corruption, and power. These cartels are deeply embedded in society, making them extremely difficult to eliminate. So, what's the solution? Some say legalizing drugs could take power away from criminals, while others believe in harsher crackdowns. What do you think? Can Europe ever win the war on drugs, or are these cartels too powerful? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next episode. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.